next speaker is Mr. Amit Mittal. Mr. Amit Mittal has 24 years of professional experience in senior level and international supply chain and product sourcing and operation excellence. With the roles of international retail, brands, and manufacturing centric businesses, where his customers have been top 20 retailers from the world, like Walmart, Costco, Jones, John Lewis, and Macy's. Amit recently established a global supply chain and product sourcing network across India, across Asia, and Europe for a multi-branded large textiles company. Amit is currently working with Welspun Group as a Senior Vice President, Global Sourcing and Head of Operation of Value-Added Products. He has worked with companies like Indocount Industries and Himasinga Lin, among few others. Amit is an alumnus of Triumph Global Executive MBA and attends of world's top 3 universities, that is New York University, Stern School of Business, London School of Economics, and HEC Paris. The program, which has been greatly strengthened his leadership, business strategy, corporate finance and valuation, product positioning, branding, and marketing skills. Let us welcome Mr. Amit Mittal.
Dr. Suresh Kumar and other panelists, good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Suresh Kumar, for introduction and Seagull International for taking this initiative to help discussion on the topic Hibernate to reboot the business with redefined strategies. The impact of COVID-19 on the manufacturing industry and the global supply chain has been significant. This has substantially diminished the organizational revenue. Most of the companies have reduced annual revenues target for the year 2020 by almost 25%. The capex plan have been deferred or delayed by a quarter or more. Both domestic as well as global organizations have been working round the clock to redefine supply chain planning, operational rescheduling, and inventory management techniques to overcome the current situation. The demand may not pick up until September 2020, and it may have a long-lasting impact on the businesses. Even though the markets around the world have started to open, but retailers are witnessing lower sales. Pile-up of inventory for last 3 months will support the current demand for next quarter or maybe more. Organizations have delayed hiring, reduced headcounts from 10 to 30%. Unemployment has increased phenomenally across the globe, leading to unrest. Work from home has become a new normal, and employers are now considering sizable headcount shifting to work from home permanently. Due to the availability of raw material and also disruption in the transport industry, the lead time have increased by 20 to 50% across the globe. The complex manufacturing process requires input and components sourced across the globe. The lockdown started from China and moved around the globe, which led to shortages of these key components, reduced the production required for the production line. The industries in China are running at almost 50% capacity, wherein India, even though industries have opened up, but they are running at around 25 to 50% capacity. The low demand and unsold stocks with the manufacturers have left them with the cash flow challenges, pushing them to take drastic measures such as salary cut and contract renegotiations, etc. Overall demand for most of the products had decreased, but the healthcare and social assistance industry is witnessing 50% jump in their revenue. The high demand for essential goods like groceries and medicine has created unusual stress on the supply chain. Even staffing the warehouse has been a challenge, and a lot of direct distribution business models have emerged from this. Over the last 2 decades, the global supply chain has been sourcing product from most efficient countries. This led to high dependence on the concentration of sourcing from these countries. Thereby, there have been shortages of key items globally. In the last 3 months, everyone has been talking about de-risking the sourcing model and focusing on local manufacturing. How much of this can be converted into an opportunity is yet to be seen, as operations efficiency and final product cost will be a deciding factor. In the recent past, the need for addressing the gap in the technology in manufacturing sector has been felt. The businesses have accelerated their digital transformation initiatives. The technology-led business models will emerge and need for digitization will be a critical than ever. Work from home will be a new normal, and it is critical for companies to have access to digital data. De-risking the supply chain by use of intelligent tools like artificial intelligence and machine learning will be adopted. Automation will play a major role in addressing the major issues faced by the manufacturing and supply chain companies across the globe. There is a need to automate transportation, logistics, and warehousing to reduce the dependence on labor. Even manufacturing industries have been reduced the dependence of workers to automate their industries from options like semi-automatic to fully automatic process. This has enabled enough move towards the digital industry 4.0 like Internet of Things, blockchain, control towers, artificial intelligence, machine learning enabled demand forecasting, rule-based ordering process, automate guided vehicles, and fully automatic production lines, etc. Factories will now move towards the modular production method to ease the change of production lines according to the market demand. The ancillary and support industries will have to be more agile and more make themselves capable of addressing the supply chain challenges in the real world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The role of supply chain, because the world has realized that actually one country is handling the entire supply chain and the risk and all. And okay, so it was a wonderful articulation of the facts and figures. Thank you very much.
Seagull International Human Resource Consultants. Bridging the gap between dream and reality.